Yeah, YouTube family and the Maverick in the space one more time and nothing change. Still the best and most credible opinion. Still fair and fearless analysis. And watch ya. I don't know if you see a piece of video clip where I make the rounds that showed an angle of the goal that was scored against Jamaica for Democratic Republic of Congo. An angle will never come up on the television screen, it never come up on the replay when we are watching match. And it shows clearly that the man and him take and bounce the ball in the goal. Literally. And that was the goal that knocked Jamaica finally out of the World Cup. Before we look on it and examine it, let me just remind you, see the ketchup criminal. You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Power, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, just to make the ketchup run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more affordable.
Give me all the ketchup.
That's why them call me the ketchup criminal. And do remember, you know, don't just watch the videos. See the little button there? Press on the little subscribe there and make we continue to bring up the numbers. We're not taking anything for granted. Good. So make we venture into the analysis. See it here? The corner come cross. That look like Lati body go cross and he mistime the header. It chip off him head and lick on the player. And basically, he carry on him and the ball going at the goal, and that's the goal when knock out Jamaica out of the World Cup. Up front, me feel like we get robbed now. Yeah man, all the VAR man will look on that. And don't call the Anfield referee say come look on this. In a game as important and as critical as that. 9-10 million US dollars on the line. Prestigious appearance in the world showpiece event. And you know ensure say everything is fair and square. That man there in the VAR room, look, me don't know. I remember the time when we were watching match on TV, you know. I never saw that angle. It's just the ball going at the goal. And then now, we see the referee at tell him to wait. He might check with him VAR colleague. And the VAR colleague clear the goal and say, goal. And me can tell you why he clear the goal, you know. All them reason them something. You see the deflection of a Latibody head? Them are going to deem it, say, the distance between Latibody and the offensive player was too short for him to get out of the way. And therefore the ball hit him inadvertently and going at the goal. But I'm not buy that, you know. Because if you look on the play clearly, the man swing him on and knock the ball in the goal with him on. And that my eye tell me. Tell me if you don't see the same thing. And that my eye tell me, you know. Now the big question where everybody asks now. Should and will the JFF appeal that goal for try and, me don't know, what we don't know, complete the match? Get a replay? And that's the big question where everybody asks. When me can tell you this, I got in touch with a big member of the JFF hierarchy and asked them if they were going to appeal. This was initially, you know, early in the piece. And they told me no. Now, subsequent to that, now I see reports here and there. I don't know if I'm fake news or else people are running up their mouth. Say the JFF is going to appeal. I don't think it's going to happen. And truthfully, although I feel aggrieved, although I feel robbed, and we know what the World Cup qualification means to football in Jamaica and to the funding of football in Jamaica, I don't know, would I feel like a hypocrite if me go ball to try to get that overturned at this point. But I am not a football administrator, you know. So maybe the football administrators looking at this and look at all the avenues available to them. Maybe they can see them deem it fit for launch an appeal, and if them get it overturned, more powers to them. Jamaica would get another chance. Would get a third bite of the cherry. But when you think about the fiasco that took place with the African Cup of Nations, when them overturned Senegal's win and now give the cup to Morocco, and how critical we were of that decision, citing the facts about the referee decision of final, then we can come now because it suits Jamaica. Or can we? Can we be hypocrites about it? And make we don't know, shake out the process to the very last and try to get this World Cup qualification? Me think it will be a valid argument if say, yo, that look like a handball. I remember saying that, I think them ball to hand in a football, you know. Where when the ball hits the hand inadvertently. But you see the action of the player there, him look like him take him and box the ball in the goal. To me, there's another part of the fiasco we're more critical of now. the Jamaican player them. Look on the reaction of the Jamaican player them. Remember again the evening when I watched the game. I don't remember Blake as the goalkeeper with him right in front of him. Ethan Pinocchio, Latibo Deer, or any of them were they right in the vicinity of the incident. Me don't remember none of them are run up in the referee face and say handball, handball, handball. Me none of them ever see it. But these kind of things help, you know. Them kind of things help with your cause, you know. Because probably the on-field referee never see the handball, you know. So if the players on the field made it known to him that look here, the man take him and box the ball and goal, clearly his curiosity now would have been to a different level, you know. Where he would have probably want to look on it himself, you know. If he going to make the call himself, you know. But because the Jamaicans were so basically, you know, them just basically give up in the moment. Them never coax it. There's a reason why referees are come under pressure from players on the field, you know. Now people are watch it, I don't understand and call it bad behavior and say play them and rule and why them are run up. There's a reason why players wait, you know. You can't help to sway the officials, especially when in the advent of VAR. If you go take a look on the decision properly, you know. Because me, see the man and the ball and him take him and box the ball at the goal. But again though, how we are looking at the wider football world? If after we get Bermuda, Trinidad and Curacao to beat and qualify for the World Cup, we flop that. And then now we go around at the playoffs and get to the playoffs final. See? And still flop that. How that look now if we want a third bite of the cherry? We not gonna look like some cry baby man when I deserve to go to the World Cup, man. People are gonna look on it and say, let me see the Jamaican pathway to right us now. And when they see the Curacao, Trinidad, Bermuda, man, they could have said, what that? Them man don't want to go to World Cup, man. Eh? It's almost like the player them on the field resign themselves, say, yo, I'm handballing now, but we're not going to protest much. That's a part of the something we always talk about in a football name intangibly, you know. You say leadership on a football field, it don't just mean shout after the ball at them, you know. But them kind of moments, yeah. You see them kind of moments, yeah, it did need some player leadership on the field. One of the ball and them in on the referee face as the boss. You know, see a handball that risk a yellow card. At that time of the match, receive a red card for make your case. See a handball, a man box the ball in the goal with him hand. Anyway, when all is said and done, take your Jamaican out of it. Take off your Jamaican hat. Remove your Jamaican heart from your chest. We don't deserve to go on the World Cup, man. When we get at the party and touch it, and I try to get you the other way, we don't deserve to go on the World Cup, man. Remember, the best and most credible opinion, you know, brought to you by Big Bad. See it here? Look. You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Powers, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, just to make the ketchup run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more affordable.
You don't have a ketchup.
Stop calling me ketchup criminal. And do the right thing, people. Do the right thing. Press off the subscribe button. Make we continue to keep the thing going. Yeah? And drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about where the Maverick think. You think the JFF should appeal this unlawful goal that knock we out of the World Cup? Or them for just cool and take them licks and go lick them wounds and come back 4 year times? You think the JFF for just give up for $10.5 million US like that? What you think? Eh? Tell me what you think. In the meantime, and between time, see it here, one Maverick. You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Powers, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, just to make the ketchup run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more affordable.
You don't have a ketchup.